Hello and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Jurnee Taylor and here are your headlines now at noon. The Stuttgart community remembers a young man taken too soon. Minutes from now, we'll show you what authorities know about the group they think are responsible for this teen's death.
President Biden is set to meet with congressional leaders again to resume talks over raising the nation's debt ceiling. I'm Skyler Henry at the White House with what's at stake and the warning from Treasury officials.
And after more than 16 years, a new documentary promises to shed light on the death of Anna Nicole Smith. We share details on how to watch at 12:23 in our entertainment news. We also want to take a look at weather meteorologist Nathan Scott. It's nice to see you on this Tuesday, but I also heard a cold front may be coming right now.
Don't stress the word cold too much. We'll say a front is moving through, and it will bring us some slight changes as we go into tomorrow. The front right now producing some clouds across the region. We've been seeing increasing clouds out there through the course of the morning. Temperatures are into the upper 70s to lower 80s, mid 80s down into Monticello, and these clouds are trying to produce a few showers out there right now, especially right over Van Buren County. So if you're watching us in Van Buren County, Clinton seeing a little bit of a shower at this time. We're going to have the chance of spotty to scattered showers developing as we go into the rest of our Tuesday afternoon. So everybody will have that chance, but not everybody is going to see the rain. Out there today, temperatures topping out pretty much into the low 80s, a couple more degrees than what we are right now. But look at Fayetteville. High of only 70 expected for them. Warmer down into southeast Arkansas because you'll see more sunshine, so highs will be into the mid 80s. But everybody will be a little bit cooler tomorrow. More on that forecast coming up.
Thank you, Nathan. Well, we begin today in Pine Bluff, where an Arkansas teen has just been sentenced to 4 decades in prison for shooting and killing a fellow student at Watson Chapel Junior High. This is video of Thomas Quarles in court in 2021 after the shooting. Monday, he pleaded guilty to first-degree murder of Dalen Burnett. Burnett was 15 when he was killed in school just over 2 years ago. Quarles charged upgraded from first-degree battery to capital murder once Burnett died in the hospital. Grieving continues in Stuttgart today as loved ones mourn 18-year-old Jurnee Howard. His body was tragically found a little over a week ago in a stolen, burned truck. THV 11's Sarah Bakowitz takes us to yesterday's touching balloon release ceremony honoring Jurnee's life.
He just loved everybody. He loved football. He loved the staff. He loved his parents, his siblings. He just loved the community.
In his 18 years, those who knew Jurnee Howard say his impact on the Stuttgart community is unforgettable.
I'll be smiling because he's smiling, but he was a very good kid,
Monday, the high school held a memorial balloon release. Classmates sharing memories of Jurnee and holding on to one another.
Jurnee was a junior and had numerous friends here at Stuttgart High School.
It was good to see everyone come together for Jurnee because he was such a light, just not only in our school but in our community, and we are glad to see him and we'll miss him.
The ceremony comes a little over a week after Jurnee was killed. Victim to growing violence in the area, friends and community members like Frankie Bledsoe say needs to end.
We're tired of losing our kids. The community is stepping up. We're not going to allow them to continue taking our children away from us. We're not going to allow that.
As police search for justice, Bledsoe is doing what he can to keep kids safe through a mentorship program.
To kind of get a hold on the younger generation, to keep them busy, keep them occupied with something to do, keep them off the streets.
And the high school works to educate kids about ways to stay away from violence.
Try to educate our young kids and show them there are better things they can do and there's a better way of life.
All while a community grieves, letting go of the balloons, but holding on to the memories.
I just want everyone to stop the violence and come together to see what our kids is going through or what we can do to put the guns down.
Reporting in Stuttgart, Sarah Horbakowitz, THV 11 News.
Arkansas County Sheriff's Office says Jurnee's case is still under investigation. He's the 5th Stuttgart teen killed in just the last 4 years. Stuttgart city officials believe some of this recent violence is connected to a group of people claiming to be a gang. They think the group is recruiting teens to the area. The Arkansas County Sheriff's Office telling us something similar, saying they believe some of the people involved in the student's death may have ties to that same group. Anyone with information is asked to call police. And back in Little Rock, a former teacher's assistant at a Little Rock preschool is sentenced to 90 years in federal prison. August Shanker worked at Miss Selma's school when he was arrested in 2021. He later pled guilty to 3 counts of production of sexual abuse material of a minor. According to the FBI, Shanker preyed on children he was supposed to protect. The agency responded to his sentencing today saying, quote, "He will never again victimize our community," end quote. Turning now to national headlines, the FBI is facing major criticism after a Department of Justice special counsel found the Bureau made critical errors in its investigation into possible links between Russia and the Trump 2016 campaign. Special counsel John Durham is out with a new report saying the FBI lacked, quote, "actual evidence" when it launched a probe into then-candidate Trump's 2016 campaign. Monday, the FBI released a statement saying its leadership has already implemented dozens of corrective actions that it says could have prevented missteps made in 2016. This week is National Police Week to honor officers across the nation who have died in the line of duty. Events will be held throughout the week. One of the most significant will be in Washington, D.C., where a service will be held at the National Peace Officers Memorial. President Joe Biden shared this message in part on his social media today.
One day will come when the memory of your loved one brings a smile to your lips before it brings a tear to your eyes. That's when you know you're going to make it.
National Police Week is used to recognize officers still on duty as well, serving as a time to appreciate those who put their lives on the line to protect us. Now, over the weekend, we heard from a number of you asking why it seemed like there was a lot of state troopers in Little Rock. So we asked, and turns out there was a sting taking place. After a month of preparation, Arkansas State Police partnering with LRPD and the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office this weekend to put their plan in place, and that plan paid off.
Took 4 illegal weapons off the streets. We took a pound of methamphetamine off the streets, 2.5 pounds of marijuana off the streets, and then we got a stolen car. Drunk driving, we made almost 30 drunk driving arrests in 2 days.
Arkansas State Police made a total of 610 arrests this weekend. They plan to continue Operation Safe Streets over the next few months. Meanwhile, AT&T is offering a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in a recent string of copper thefts in Jefferson County. Officials say these thefts mostly occur at night in Pine Bluff and other parts of the county and have been going on for more than a year. We're going to have more on these thefts tonight at 5 and 6. New money is on the way to Arkansas to help with our electrical grid. Experts say Arkansas's power grid needs some help. Scott Harding with the Department of Finance and Administration says many states also need the help, and that's where federal grants come in.
And if you can tie it to, hey, this is going to either make it a little stronger or protect it from attack, natural or personal, then let's do it.
$10 million that Arkansas should see by next month. Hardin says that money could be used for a lot of different things. However, the 2 biggest upgrades, though, are the ones we've seen in the headlines over the past 2 years.
When you think about natural disasters, you think of Texas and what happened during those ice storms, which was just awful.
Hardin says the people can email the DFA comments or concerns through Friday about the money. As homeowners continue to rebuild from the March tornadoes, FEMA is offering new support and advice for those in need. Hazard mitigation specialists are set up in certain hardware stores in Pulaski and Cross counties. They are there to give people tips on how to properly rebuild and even make their homes stronger in case of any future storms.
We do have publications on helping people rebuild, retrofit, just try to get them to a position where if they want to go ahead and rebuild from that disaster, we're trying to make it so that they know how to reinforce, have the tool and resources.
The FEMA specialists are set up this week and next at Ace Hardware on Cantrell in Little Rock, Stanley Hardware on MacArthur Boulevard in North Little Rock, and Tractor Supply in Wynn. President Biden and congressional leaders are at the table again today, continuing their effort to make a deal on raising the nation's debt ceiling. How those talks are going when the news at noon returns in less than 2 minutes. But before we head to break, I know I kind of said something, a little shaky earlier, Nathan, but I mean, when you hear cold and this type of weather, I want it to snow right now. I mean, it's just been so muggy.
No, not in May. That'd be a little too much. But we do expect some cooler temperatures. No 90s showing up after yesterday's high of 91. I'm watching two cold fronts that are expected to make their way across the natural state over the next several days. What does that mean temperature-wise and humidity-wise? More on that answer coming up.